Anti-ICE protests erupting this weekend over the shooting of a Minnesota woman by an ICE officer as DHS Secretary Noem defends her domestic terrorism assessment.
If you look at what the definition of domestic terrorism is, it completely fits this individual. As you saw in the video that we released just 48 hours after this incident, showed that this officer was hit by her vehicle, she weaponized it, and he defended his life and those colleagues around him.
So DHS saying new video of the moments beforehand proved Renee Good was, quote, stalking and impeding a law enforcement operation all morning, as additional video shows how it went down from the officer's point of view. Watch.
You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh! Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett joins us now. So, Greg, weigh in here. I saw on the Sunday shows they really took this on about the Secretary of Homeland Security's words and that, quote, domestic terrorism. This is actually a legal term that has been debated for years. What is your view on the situation here?
Well, Lawrence, domestic terrorism is actually defined as violence by individuals or groups driven by extreme political ideologies to try to affect government conduct through coercion, criminal acts. And, you know, a vehicle's a deadly weapon, and if you weaponize it to harm a federal officer, if you're doing it because you politically disagree with ICE enforcing the law, then sure. I mean, it could be described as domestic terrorism. Look at the database. It's filled with cases involving vehicles as domestic terrorism. And, you know, in the end, there's really no excuse under the law for resisting or fleeing law enforcement and accelerating your SUV with an officer either in front of it or perpendicular. That puts him in harm's way, triggering the law of self-defense. And the legal test is whether this officer at that moment reasonably believed his life was in danger. If the answer is yes, he does have a right to use lethal force. And in fact, in Minnesota, there's a specific law that allows officers to use deadly force by shooting at an oncoming vehicle. So I think the secretary may be correct here.
Do you think, and I just want to play devil's advocate because this is something that is highly debated right now. It is true, just by the statute alone, it looks like that the officer acted according to the statute. The Supreme Court has ruled on what officers feel is imminent fear. It is true that she impeded the officers, and they have footage of her doing it the entire day. But how do you link that to a broader push for domestic terrorism? I think that's the part where some people struggle.
Well, it goes down to the motive. Was this done to be anti-government and to try to change the behavior of ICE? And if the answer is yes, and there's considerable evidence that that was her motive, she was part of the resistance involved in trying to obstruct and block and hinder ICE, then sure, that's domestic terrorism. It would be important if there was a prosecution here, but of course, the driver, Renee Good, is deceased, right. Although, you know, you heard the videotape in which her wife was saying, drive, baby, drive.
Right.
Well, that could be aiding and abetting fleeing police with a domestic terrorism motive. So, you know, it still is relevant.
That's a good point. I want to get your thoughts on another case. The federal prosecutors in Washington, D.C. have opened up a criminal probe into Fed Chair Jerome Powell. What is your thoughts on this? Is there some standing here for a case such like this?
Sure, there could be. You know, the question is, did Powell lie to the Senate Banking Committee about the costs of renovations of two rather lavish buildings? The overrun has been staggering in the billions. The irony, of course, is the Fed blames inflation for that. The question was, you know, was Powell dishonest, deceptive? extravagant, lush amenities, gardens, fountains, fancy marble, ornate fixtures, luxury dining room. He denies any of that, but there is evidence it does exist. So the U.S. attorney, which began the probe a couple of months ago, has now issued grand jury subpoenas. But just because you do that doesn't mean criminal charges will eventually ensue. We'll wait and see.
He claims that it is government retribution because he refuses to lower the interest rate. Is that going to be a credible defense for him?
Well, it could be under the label of, retribution and selective prosecution. Is the sort of thing that others like James Comey, Letitia James have made in their respective cases. So it is a possible defense here.
Copy that. Greg Jarrett, thank you so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.